What's up, guys? Dustin McDangles back here with another video. Welcome back to the channel, and in today's episode we're going to be getting into another season preview episode. But in today's episode we're going to be getting into the Pacific Division, starting from the bottom and working our way up, and that means we will be taking a look at the Anaheim Mighty Ducks, how they did last year, team stats, individual stats, as well as looking forward to contracts and talking about their future for this upcoming season and beyond. But if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future action. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it here about the Anaheim Ducks. And man, oh man, what a tough season. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it from last year. Their stats on the screen right now: they went 23, 47, and 12 for only 58 points on the season. One of the worst in the NHL. Technically was the worst in the NHL when it came to points, but they did get the second overall pick in the draft, which will be interesting to see how things go for him. Leo Carlsson, as he will most likely make the team this upcoming season. But before we get into the future team, talking about their team last year, stats are on the screen right now, and not a lot of bright spots in their top 10 overall when it comes to team points. Trevor Zegras led the way, 81 games played for only 65 points. He was minus 24. Absolutely insane. Troy Terry only played 70 games, had 61 points. Not too bad there. Having an injury-type season. Cam Fowler, not too shabby on the back end. Point-wise, 48 in 82 games played, was minus 23. Mason McTavish, 43 points in 80 games played. So on and so forth. Vetrano, Strome, Henrique, Shattenkirk, Silverberg, and then Klingberg, who ended up not finishing out the year with the Mighty Ducks anyways. But moving over to their contracts, when it comes to cap space, they have a ton still available. $16.6 million. Pat Verbeek is going to be making some moves over the next couple of years for sure. Draft stock is definitely high next year. They've got a first round, 2 second rounds, 3 third rounds, and then 1 each of the last 4 rounds after that. Looking, though, fully at their team stats, or not team stats, but more so contracts, as well as what I think about their lineup. Obviously, they did make some changes for this upcoming season. They brought in Alex Killorn, free agent, brought him in from the Tampa Bay Lightning. Going to have Leo Carlsson coming in for sure. Trevor Zegras still needs to get a deal done with the Ducks, and at this point it's kind of only a matter of time trying to make it work. Racco Gudas also coming in as a new addition. Jamie Drysdale still needs to get a deal done. Between the pipes, they've got Gibson, Stalock, and Dostal. I don't think Dostal will be playing too much, but they do have Stalock as a competent backup. When it comes to contract years, Max Jones, we've got Sam Carrick, Brett Leeson, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. And on the back end, you've got Lobushkin, Robert Haig, Colton White, and Lacombe, all having contract years. Henrique and Silverberg are also up after this year. They are on, I'd say, the back end of their career, so could be potentially their last in a Ducks jersey. Troy Terry signed that deal last year through 2029, $7 million a year, which is huge for him. But overall, contracts I think are good. Deal for Killorn, 6.25 over the next 4 seasons. Not too shabby. Ryan Strome at $5 million for the next 4 seasons. You've got Vetrano, Brock McGinn on two-year deals left at 3.65 and 2.75 respectively. And then their depth players, Mason McTavish, obviously he's got 2 years left on his entry-level contract, as well as Leo Carlsson will be coming in for his first year on that entry-level contract. Fowler, 3 years left at 6.5. I think he'll definitely play out the rest of that deal. I don't think he's going anywhere. Racco Gudas, he's got $4 million for 3 years, which honestly is a great deal to, I'd say, probably finish out his career. Lobushkin, again, playing for that contract, a little bit older, 29 years old, which is kind of crazy to think. I remember when he was a young guy in the league. And then Jamie Drysdale, if they can definitely get that deal done, it'll be interesting to see how that will work out moving forward. And then Gibson, he's got $6.4 million over the next 4 years. It'll be interesting to see how he does this upcoming season, because I know last year wasn't the best of years for him. Now, granted, he wasn't playing behind a very good team. Their defense was terrible. Offense obviously wasn't getting enough points or enough goals to support him. So he was definitely seeing a lot of rubber in games, and just you can't stop every puck that's shot at you when the team in front of you is not that good. Now, overall, when it comes to my prediction for the Anaheim Ducks, point-wise, I always have a hard time trying to think of how they're going to do with the team that they've got. Definitely, I think they've upgraded a little bit. The back end, I'd say, is still pretty thin. You have about 3, if they can get the Drysdale deal done, 3 very competent defensemen. Front end, you basically have 2 lines worth of forwards that can definitely help you get things going in the right direction. I feel like they're going to be around about where they were last year. I think a little bit better, maybe around what the Arizona Coyotes maybe did last year, or like what Vancouver did last year. I don't think expectations are too high for this Ducks team. I think a lot of people are thinking this will be a 3-4 year project. Maybe, hopefully for them, it's a 2-3 year project, because they'll be getting out of those entry-level contracts on some of their new guys with Carlson and McTavish, so they don't have to pay the whole team all of the cap space. But I expect them to be pretty dog this upcoming season, probably bottom 5 in the NHL for sure. Probably going to be up for that lottery pick next year to try and maybe bring in another piece to the puzzle of rebuilding the Anaheim Ducks. Now, when it comes to players and what I'm most excited about for this team, obviously Trevor Zegras. He's got the creativity, he's got the shot, he's got the vision, he's got that little moxie about him too, so I'll be interested to see how he does this year. Troy Terry, can he have a bounce-back season after only playing 70 games, having 61 points, coming off of a year before that, which he earned his contract on? Be interesting to see what he can do with that. Up front as well, obviously Leo Carlson, Mason McTavish, those guys, getting them in there. 18 years old for Carlson, 20 years old for McTavish. Can they produce over the expectations of what people are thinking that they are going to be able to do in the NHL? Who knows if that can happen? Maybe they do a little bit better than expected for this upcoming season. Killorn, Henrique, and Silverberg, can the old guard kind of help these newer guys in the NHL fully develop and become a real true pro? I guess we'll have to wait and see. On the back end, Jamie Drysdale, really excited to see what he can do. A potential, I don't even really know who to compare him to. Maybe, I don't want to say like a Cale Makar or anything like that, because he's a little bit smaller, but he definitely has the skill and the vision, the shot. Really excited what he can do this upcoming season, as well as Cam Fowler. Can he continue to produce at the age of 31 years old? And then Gibson, really, can he have a bounce-back season a little bit better than he had last year? Again, I know a lot of that has to do with the team in front of him, but we'll just have to wait and see how things go for the Anaheim Ducks. But that's what I think about them. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, your expectations, your breakout performers who you expect to perform very well this upcoming season. Let me know down below. But if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to drop a like. Go down below in the description. There are a couple promo codes for you guys to be able to utilize on some awesome products to take full advantage of getting money off. So be sure to check that out. We got GFUEL and SeatGeek as the promotional sponsors of the channel. So go ahead and check that out. But that's it for this one. I hope you guys have a good one. And as always, stay dusty.